this the one you were on about? Because we have done a dark sandwich in here. And what we found was it was mainly a ton of brute bonnets and Dwellos again. And a few roaring moons. I didn't see too many. I felt like I was seeing more. Well, it's a bit of both. They're both a bit awkward. The spots, really. If we're honest. Everything is... Yeah, they sort of all clash too much. Like if I did dragon... I feel if I do dragon there, I'm going to just get Gibbles again. It's just the type is very difficult to isolate, really. But we could try dragon. I'm going to try a dragon one. We'll try both caves, to be honest. We'll go round the inside of there once, because we'll fast travel down and have a look. But we're not going. It's no point doing a dark type sandwich. I know that already. We'll see what it looks like with a dragon. Spiciest dragon, right? Spicy. Right, let's have a look. We should have done a couple of rounds of the Who's That Pokemon, but we haven't. There is a little game we do where if we get a shiny, we sort of do a bit of a game called Who's That Pokemon, where people have to guess what Pokemon is on the card, and that becomes the next shiny hunt. But because we're on a bit of a targeted mission today, I kind of need to focus. They can ask yes and no questions to add in. But what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 shinies, I believe, so far today. Because the good thing is both the caves are pretty close together. So if Dragon turns out to be really bad in that cave, we'll try the one we were in. I'm happy to try both. Like, the other one way of looking at it was when we were doing the same thing for Slitherwing, the actual bundles were actually quite nice to have because it just meant you only focused on 1 or 2 spawns. But we'll start down the bottom. Let's have a look. You know, we're going to do a very, very quick hill. Just quickly. We should be fully health, but why not? Why not? That's the thing. Right. So this is the thing. Like, there's loads and loads of Gibbles. I think the other cave is pretty similar. We get the occasional one. Yes, you did beat the Roaring Moon. So both of them are. It's just it's the bad luck of the typings, really. Like, it's a bit frustrating that they put a dark dragon in the same game as the Dino exclusive. To be honest, that's a shiny Gibble, isn't it? Is it? No, maybe. No, it looked like a shiny Gibble. I think there's the other is better. The other, yeah, I do too. I might as well double check everything, you know, because I got told by someone else this one might be better, but I thought we'd give it a quick check. You never know. Because this is the thing, when we were in here before, we were having pretty much just brute bonnets. It's not too difficult to get to the other cave from here. We're double checking Gibble because we failed a Gibble in the past. I kind of feel like someone mentioned there could be another cave down here, but I don't know, like, you see 1 or 2, as you can see, but... And we're only going to have 3 spawns in the other cave. Like, I don't mind spending Herber on double checking ideas either. So don't worry, we'll get loads. That one looks different, right? No, it's just lighting again. Probably. Probably. But we might have a little run through. Just have a quick look. There's a couple of places I find that Roaring Moon does spawn in here a bit more, but not many. So we'll just go up here and then we can get back out the top. Now, if I have missed a Gible, sure, we can start making how many Gibbles do we fail when we shiny hunt in this game. Being part of the joke. Because it will be the second. Officially we have failed 2 shinies. And we'll speed up just to be sure. Because we also failed an earthworm in the past too. Which wasn't fun. But we found it straight away about 5 minutes later pretty much. Which was fine. But are you much of a shiny hunter too? Or do you still an odd bit here and there? We're still trying to get better at it, I'll be honest. We're still learning a few more tricks of the trade, as they would say. Okay, we were definitely not next to that. Nice. How well is your collection coming along? Yeah, I mostly play Levi that's safe, to be honest. That's why we set ourselves the little challenge to do this today. Like, this doesn't have the DLC, so yeah, we're not going to play it too much. Nice, nice. Right, get back in our cave. Zwelos! No! Not the Zwelos! Now, can we just run straight into this cave, straight into a shiny Roaring Moon, please? No? Okay. You're not shiny. What about you? No. Well, it was worth a go. It's a little bit better, actually. Seeing a few more Roaring Moons, I guess. I wish I could do the picnic reset, to be honest. I really do. Right. Just no more. It is green, okay. Right. The one thing to know is that I am colourblind, so to me a lot of colours really blend together. I struggle a lot with my colour blindness, which is kind of why we do this as well. Just to have a little peek. See if we can get a bit better at it. I tend to notice colours very differently to what people say they are. It's very difficult to describe it completely. But once I see it in a game, I'll never question why I've never seen it before. If I'm honest. And it just takes me ages to see one in my own game first. Like, I could watch a video, I still don't know what it looks like. Yeah, this is definitely a better decision for a sandwich, I think. 100%. It's just that Roaring Moon flies around, which can be annoying. It's kind of why I probably prefer the Paradox ones in Violet in a weird way. They stand out so much more. Could get an Espeon, I guess, down here. I wonder if it would be just Espeon with a Psychic Sandwich. Maybe? Oh, welcome in, Player Lotto. How are you doing? Welcome to my Switch 2 Shiny Living Dex Challenge. How was stream for you today? What were you doing? We are trying to get all of the Scarlet Paradox Pokemon today in one stream. we are down to this nightmarish roaring moon, which doesn't want to spawn. But we've got 11 shinies today. Which has been nice, don't get me wrong, it's very nice to get all the shinies. But it's just pretty much haunting me here and not wanting to show up. And it's not the first time we've been here before. We've managed to get, like as we said, we've got all of them and another raid. Welcome in, Bax. How are you today? How was your stream? All the raids today, all the raids. And hopefully everyone's going to bring me all the luck to get this shiny one. Yes, 3 raids today. Yeah, we've got 11 shinies today. Still on the Groudon hunt. Player Lotto. This might be on a cooldown, so don't think I've forgotten. I'll leave it in there to do in a second. Yeah, we've got all of the other Paradox ones. We've actually got 2 Fluttermanes. A Fluttermane spawned on a Dark Sandwich on us. Of course it did. And we've got a Sneasel, a couple of Zwelos, Venomoth. What else have we got? I've kind of forgotten. But thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Frogman. Welcome in. So the goal here is to try and build a brand new Shiny Living Dex from scratch on the Switch 2, which meant brand new save files in all of the games. We have actually finished Violet, and we have also finished Legends Arceus and Shield. We actually finished this week, this game. It was going to be a Nuzlocke, but we died. And we didn't want to restart the Nuzlocke, pretty much. That's kind of how lazy we were. So we sort of sped run the end so we could do this little challenge. We have recently hit our 300 followers, so we are doing a Mario Kart World weekend next weekend. So both our normal stream times will be on Mario Kart World, which is very nice. Looking forward to that. We have yet to stream it, even though we've had it since the day of release. Yeah, we're definitely having much more luck with this, to be honest. But I do remember the Groudon hunts. They took a while. Yeah, it was my plan, once we get the 300, then we can do like a... We haven't yet done like a target anniversary type stream yet for a follow number, and every time it gets close something else is happening, so that seemed to make a bit of sense to me. I play Mario Kart with other streamers, but I very rarely play it on my own, so I'm sure everyone will come along and beat me at it because I'm not the best at Mario Kart, but I don't mind. I just enjoy playing along with Chad and having a laugh while we try and not be a complete bot. Now, yeah, we're definitely getting a lot more Roaring Moons with Dragon, so Dragon is the way to go. It just would be nice to get it. I will probably say my favourite Pokemon is something strange. I pick Taillow. I like my early birds, and Taillow is one that never gets any love, if I'm honest. When it comes to a shiny, one of my favourite shinies is actually Bruxish. I really like the Bruxish shiny. What about you? What are your favourites? I know what isn't my favourite. Roaring Moon. You can get in the bin. You're on the Cobalion hunt. How many have you done on the Cobalion hunting? Oh, you finally do the... Does that mean you've managed to catch the shinies for the other Swords of Justice? Or is it just not bad weather today in the area? I know that it can